Sideline Sports Talk Networks, the W Show, on 100.1 FM Kansas City. Brought to you by Gates Barbecue, the Soul of Santa, the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum, FPS Security, 55 Creative, Phenomenal Kids Childcare Learning Center, Derrick Thomas Neal Smith Third and Long Foundation, KC WeSpin 360, Walls Real Estate, and Dillard's Zona Rosa.
Playtime mode is the big league. Go. Playtime mode is the big league. Go.
Yeah, it is.
Playtime mode is the big league. Go. Playtime mode is the big ring. Go.
Good morning. Right back like we never left. Another day here on Radio Row,
Yes,
Super Bowl
sir.
57. Thank you guys for joining us and following us all week. We've been here since Saturday. Got here Saturday evening, checked in, came here to Radio Row on Sunday, got set up. Had a few guests on Monday, had Super Bowl opening night. And then yesterday we had some more guests and we've been having fun.
So what did y'all think about opening night? Opening night was the first time back since 2019, since pre-COVID. It was actually inside instead of at a baseball stadium.
Yeah,
So that was a little different, little more closer quarters. And also the fans were able to be a lot closer.
Yeah.
But what did y'all think about opening night?
You know what? I think that it was at the arena, which is across the street from the convention center, where the Phoenix Suns play. And so it much smaller, much more intimate type setting. However, we need some I need some elbow room. If I'm getting down and I'm getting dirty and I'm trying to get some interviews, man, I need some elbow room. But it ended up being pretty good. I think what the NFL did with the players that were able to play the video games, I think that took a little bit away from them interacting with the media, also interacting with the fans. We saw that in Miami for opening night. But all in all, I think it was good. We got the players that we wanted to get, and for the most part, got to mix and mingle a little bit.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed it for it being my first one. I mean, I haven't gotten to experience one yet. So I think in the beginning, like you said, with all those people in a small space walking into it, it was overwhelming a little bit. But I enjoyed it, and it was cool to be able to brush shoulders with a lot of cool people. Even outside the players, like we got to see a lot of the people that were in different networks too, that were just getting in town or just rolling. So I think I enjoyed it.
Yeah, definitely cross paths with Spice Adams. So somebody thought that one of our producers' hints was Kevin Hart. He got ran down, mistaken for Kevin Hart. So that was really funny. But yeah, we got to see a lot of different personalities. A lot of the players really looked relaxed, especially on both sides. Yeah. So it was good to see that. You could tell a lot of players were really taking it in. And I like the Mark Phillips gaming edition. Like I really like, and it's funny because the Chiefs players took more to it than the Eagles players. Yeah. I think it was only one or two Eagles players playing with him over there. But it seemed like he had McCole.
Maybe the Chiefs are just more gamey. Maybe they're more gamers. They're better gamers.
I mean, it sounds like it. And Juju, I mean, you got Juju that's definitely a gamer. Yeah. So the culture is definitely prevalent within the locker room.
But you know what? It just the night overall. I think that it went over really well. And you know what? We talked about the whole NFL experience as a whole, going last year from Los Angeles, and then it being like sandwiched in between two cities, two big cities where people are looking forward to. They will look forward to Los Angeles last year, and then next year they'll be looking forward to Las Vegas. So this is kind of one of those, it's like, do I feel Phoenix? Am I feeling Phoenix? Am I not feeling Phoenix? Yeah. So.
But I feel like this year is the first year that we're really like open. Last year we had, we had to worry about the vax cards. We had to worry about being masked up at different places. Yeah. And because LA wasn't fully open last year at this time. Right. So this year is a little different because it feels like the handcuffs are off. Yeah. And it seems like there's a lot more stations here, right? A lot more different brands that are here, and it seemed like it filled up a day earlier than normal. So I think people were kind of looking forward to Arizona, but I think even still, like it's more of looking forward to Vegas as well. Because I mean, Vegas probably looks very different, especially with all of the casinos and the different hoopla that goes on down there just without the Super Bowl. I'm wondering how that would add. And I feel like we've been seeing ads on the freeway, like billboard ads that says like, you think this year is something, wait till next year.
Yeah.
And then it has Vegas 2024. So I'm wondering what that's about. Like, I wonder if Vegas and Phoenix have like
it's I don't, that wasn't put on by the NFL. That was put on by the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Bureau. So what they did, they just bought billboards saying, hey, it's coming, and just like Kansas City's done with the draft. They did that. The draft was billboards saying, hey, the draft is coming to Kansas City. I mean, they know years out. So I think that's what they did. But this, like you said, is sandwiched in between two, and it's a cool environment. I mean, it is Phoenix. It's not cold. Well, it did drop to 43, but it's much better. Those of you all who are watching us that are in Kansas City, I don't know what the weather's like there, but it was 43 this morning, and it should get up to about 70 today.
I'll take it. Anything other than snow.
Yeah.
But I think it was definitely crazy seeing the 180 from my first year to the second year, and now this seems to kind of be a middle ground. Like you said, even though it's kind of like a pit stop, it definitely seems middle ground. There's more people earlier in the week, and I feel like the first year was kind of like ghost town the first couple days. And then last year, I mean, it creeped up, but it was definitely a lot more. And then this year, it's like, okay, now we're seeing like a steady amount all week long. So that's been cool to see the difference between all three.
Who are some of the guests you guys are looking forward to?
I mean, just looking around, I saw Mina Kimes. She's definitely a personality that I would like to sit with and maybe, exchange some discussion, because it especially within like this season, this football season, I think she's taken a step up, not only in her commentary and her analysis, but just the amount of shows that she's on. I think she has a much more presence within ES, because she's with ESPN, right? But I think I would like to sit and talk to her, especially the outlook of the game. It's good to talk to people that may not have a bias, just because we have a house divided.
We do.
Over here.
We do. But I'm looking. Well, got to talk to Michael Vick yesterday. We got to talk to Christina Pink. Yes. Stopped by Gronk's booth, but Gronk was a little busy.
He was pretty busy.
So
Desmond Howard,
Michael, Charles Woodson. Got to talk to him.
That's what I said. Desmond Howard, Charles Woodson. That's a wrong Michigan player.
Charles Woodson. Got to talk to him. And I mean, and doing the Chiefs media thing too, because in 2019 we were still kind of fresh and brand new, so we didn't get to experience going back and forth. Like, we were just kind of nervous, though. We didn't want to miss anything at Radio Row, but now we're kind of veterans in this thing, and we know Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are the more heavy days, so we can afford to miss a little bit during the early in the week and then go and talk to the players.
Yeah, definitely. And I like being able to move around in Radio Row a lot more. Last year, with LA not being so open, we were kind of confined to just Radio Row. But I mean, now it just seems a lot more fuller, a lot more livelier, especially on a Wednesday earlier in the week. And then I'm wondering what TikTok is going to do with this booth.
I'm over there.
Yeah.
I'm over there. TikTok verify me.
Is there a verify feature on TikTok?
I think so. Yeah, producer said
Yeah,
so
you definitely
okay. So verify me. Get me out there. TikTok.
Yeah.
I like to see your moves. I'll be interested.
Do you have to dance on TikTok, or can you just what is it?
No, there's like get ready with me's. You can do cooking. Honestly, I've got a lot of my little crock pot easy recipes from TikTok. You can really learn something on there.
You get your mac and cheese recipe from that?
I did not.
Okay.
I did not. That was from the heart.
All right. Yeah, but I think it's gonna be fun these next few days. Like we said, it's ramping up here inside of the Phoenix Convention Center downtown, and Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are the days. Then we'll have our show on Saturday, and then it's game time on Sunday. So we'll have a bunch of guests lined up for you guys today, coming up here in about the next 30 to 45 minutes. So remember to like us and share all of our content on one of our social media platforms at the W Show KC, at Sideline Sports Talk Network, and we will be back here coming up in just a little bit.
Broadcasting from the Phoenix Convention Center in Phoenix, Arizona. You are tuned in to Sideline Sports Talk Network's The W Show on 100.1 FM Kansas City. Brought to you by Gates Barbecue, the Soul of Santa, the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum, FPS Security, 55 Creative, Phenomenal Kids Childcare Learning Center, Derrick Thomas Neal Smith III and Long Foundation, KC WeSpin 360, Walls Real Estate, and Dillard's Zona Rosa.
Playtime mode is the big league. Go. Playtime mode is the big league. Go. Playtime mode is the big league. Go. Playtime mode is the big ring. Go.